we're in for some more surprises. I was just flushing this out and I heard a slight rattle and I'm like, radiators don't rattle. Yeah, we have another surprise. I'm pretty sure someone's dropped something that they shouldn't have in the radiator. Question is, can I get it out? This may or may not be right in the middle of another vlog, but we have a lot of cars here right now. We've been very, very busy this afternoon, getting a bunch of cars trailered across to the shed to get away and to clean up. They're all out of the previous place and very, very dirty. We also have my other 180SX Spirit Ray, but it's currently up in the garage, also needing a bath. So we have so many car baths to do today. Smells like a Toyota. A lot of these have things we've got to finish off or do or fix. We're doing an RB20 swap into this at the moment, currently sitting in there. This is doing an IMSA style cyberpunk 200mm wide body, crazy custom thing. This needs a new turbo, currently has no turbo on it. This needs a turbo loom put in and I need to swap it out, and I also need to clean up some things and some wiring. This one I need to change an exhaust stud right at the back of the head because it's snapped and I need to do a new exhaust manifold because it's leaking. This one we need to finish off. And Ray needs intercooler piping, fuel lines and wiring, and maybe it will be driving soon. Maybe. So bad. But yes, I was halfway through showing you guys a box of parts that we got. I think the final bit that I didn't get around to showing you was the EFI Solutions box and what we got. So let's have a quick look at that. Alright, so yes, EFI box. We got some door seals, P-clamps, got some clips, floor mat holder, and a key.
Looks like you're cleaning the 32 after this. All went from the Z to the 32. At least the Z is cleaning up easier than the Supra.
Yep.
With the same style, colour, paint and...
I think my paint's 20, 30 years older.
Yeah.
Toyota vs Datsun, Benjamin.
Toyota's usually good, it's just you got to not park it under a tree for 15 years.
Beep. These were the old mirror mounts. Previous owner just duct taped over them and over the back here as well. It's pretty rough. She's
also down here.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere. But if it keeps the rust out, it keeps the rust out. I can't even keep the water out right now, so.
Inside the car.
Yeah, that's just Z life. That's, you buy an old car, you expect these things. But I do have to clean this up. Maybe shortly, we'll see. It's kind of fun driving it around the way it is too.
Probably the best you're gonna get it.
Yeah, looking in.
Still several more to go.
SpongeBob overlay. Several hours later. What now? An hour and a half?
About an hour and a half.
I lightly clay barred it. It had a lot of contaminants in the paint that wouldn't come off, but it's looking much better.
The Supra got finished and now he's onto the Skyline.
Under the Nissan Supra.
Onto the orange Supra.
Much better. I may have said this earlier, I don't know if I did, and I don't know if I recorded it. However, the reason you have not seen Ebisu on the channel for quite a while now is because it got attacked by a rabid turkey. I know that sounds hilarious, doesn't it? But it's true. Look what this turkey has done to the whole side of the car. Well, all sides of the car, but it was fighting itself in its reflection. And you can see thousands and thousands and thousands of scratch marks all through the Millennium Jade paint, the whole way, pretty much that height and down. That's meant to be shiny. All scratches. But yeah, once it's washed, we'll see the full extent of all these. Thank you, turkey. That is so disappointing. So yeah, that's all the way around the lower half of my car now. Its claws, ripping chunks into the paint and side skirts. Hopefully polishing and it may come out, but there are still scratches pretty deep into this, down to the plastics that are not going to come out, and there's nothing I can do about it unless I respray the car.
Maybe a wet sand.
Maybe a wet sand, but this is quite a light layer of Millennium Jade, so I don't know how it would fare to wet sanding. God, I hate turkeys.
The rest is the gurney's problem, I think.
It's looking better. Doesn't look like so much of a barnfind now. This is Gaia. This is Benjamin's 33. Yeah, he's always had orange 33 Skylines and been known to drive them. The last couple of years, being the whole full-time mechanic has taken away from him spending time with his own cars, so hopefully all these moves means that you can put a turbo on this and go do some skids. A while ago I tried to put socks on the 40mm dual autos, but these guys must be for Commodores or I don't know, some big V8 thing, because they don't fit. These are quite small, they're 40mm. I don't think they must be like 52 or something. But I was cleaning out the bay just to tidy it up and check over things, and we found a little nasty surprise. I don't have a wasp house, I have a colony. It's not too bad overall. Does need a good clean. And one day I'll get around to painting the engine bay and probably finding some socks. I think I'll find some parts for this in Japan. I'll have more success finding them in Japan than what I will over here. So I'll be keeping an eye out for anything L series related. Who knows? We might buy another Z over there. Have a Japanese S30Z, full Fairlady Z. That would be really cool. Probably ridiculously expensive though. But we can try. It's looking so much better. Classic Z things. If you ever buy a oh, there's my hat. Oh my god. Oh. I've been washing my car and my hair is just getting in my face the whole time, and I'm literally wetting my hair. I'm like car washing my face with a gurney just to get my hair out of my face. But I forgot I left my hat here. Hell yeah. Oh, exciting news on that regard too. We have full custom Lokisx hats coming in very, very soon. So if you guys like caps, I'm excited. I just want to share it with you. We've got lanyards, we've got hoodies, we've got shirts. We have custom embroidered, these things, I've been working on these for a while with the company. Custom embroidered silk bomber jackets. Retro style, old school. They're going to be sick. I'm so excited to see those. But if you want to get yourself some merch, please jump onto the website. www.lokisx.com. In the coming probably 2 weeks or so, I'll start releasing bits and pieces as I get them. It would be greatly appreciated if you'd like to support the cars, the website, the channel, the content, and we can keep doing what we do. Floppy stone guard. I've had 4 Zeds now, and out of all the Zeds, this is probably in the not absolute best condition, but definitely better condition than most. Alright, let's get a screwdriver and destroy these guys. I finally did it. I made a rather elementary mistake. Who puts Toyota coolant in a Datsun? I topped up the coolant thinking it was just, you know, corroded and a bit rusty, because all you can see was like the copper color. But it turns out it's yeah, it was red coolant, so I'm gonna drop my coolant before I start the car and have to switch it over. But I suppose if I flush it out I can switch it to green now, so. But yeah, I derped. Does it count as a derp? It wasn't a deliberate derp. We're in for some more surprises. I was just flushing this out and I heard a slight rattle, and I'm like, radiators don't rattle. Yeah, we have another surprise. I'm pretty sure someone's dropped something that they shouldn't have in the radiator. Question is, can I get it out? I think it's a screwdriver, maybe, or like a screwdriver Phillips head piece or something. It's right here. You can hear it. What is that? More importantly, how do I get it out? Alright, it's not too long. It's about this long. I think we need pliers. What is that? So it's kind of wedged down between the cores and the housing, so it's kind of hard to get on an angle. What is that? That is weird.
Is it magnetic?
I don't think so. I think it's copper. I tried the magnet.
No.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. I kind of got it. I'm kind of stuck. Oh, please don't drop it. I'll pinch myself. I'll pinch myself again.
It's very interesting to see that come out of a radiator.
Is it magnetic? Okay, no. What? It's got a pinhole in the end of it. Pinched off or welded on the other end. Something to do with the factory water lines, maybe? Or cooling? But I've got...
It looks like the same stuff that they use for auto.
Yeah. But why is it in the radiator? That's my question. And is there more? Let's go ask the actual qualified mechanic what this is.
The other qualified mechanic, because I haven't seen that before, and I used to work for Nissan.
Did you work for Nissan 52 years ago?
No.
Hey Benjamin, no, this is what was in my radiator.
Oh, it's a temperature probe.
What is it?
It's a temperature probe.
A temperature probe?
Yeah.
Why was it in the top of my radiator?
Because that's how they get the temperature for the gauge, or for usually for what turns the fans on and off.
Is it meant to be connected to something?
Yeah, that would have been connected to the line. That shouldn't be bent.
That was just floating around in the top of the radiator.
That way around, it's busted off of that end. That there should have a piece of brass coming off of it,
and going to where the...
For like an aftermarket fan trigger for thermo fans. Or a water pump.
Excuse me, can you please stop wedging balls onto the car? That's trippy. Like, how does that... Wouldn't have gone before there, so it would have had to be somewhere around here. This is my little thermal control module doobie dicky thing that I've got to get rid of because it's just terrible. And then I've got an electric water pump that does like a big snail down here. So it doesn't run the OEM water pump anymore. Comes around into this and then up and then goes woo and then up through into there. At least I know that there was physically no way that that was going to get anywhere past the radiator, but I don't know what it connected to. Alright, well, that was pretty unexpected and interesting. Anyway, we have to flush this out. We need to move this car. Ben is already trying to block me in with the third car he's washed, and I'm still on my first and I have so many left to go. The fun never ends! I just started the Z back up. We had some issues with it, so I bled the cooling in the electric water pump where we put the hose up to it, bled all the system out so it was fresh, it had just water in it. Topped it back up and we went to start it again, but the battery's dead, so we're using the jump pack. But you can see the reason I pulled this off a road originally for quite a while is because I need to fix these throttle body, so this throttle intake linkage here. So this is aftermarket, and this is the throttle right here. And each of these arms control one of the three Delortos. And what happens at the moment, as you can see here, is one of the linkages is twisted. They slip and they come uneven and out of order. Like that. And they get stuck. And what's happening is the aluminium is sliding on the steel rod. So I need to either solid mount these things or get another one or replace it or just get something that's not this, because that doesn't have enough clamping force, and I've tightened it up and everything. It won't clamp down strong enough onto this for that to not come uneven and out of whack, which causes problems. We've got the barracks, so if you go to the back of the car, I'll turn it back on, you guys will hear the difference. Alright. Let's hope that's the end of the saga. Hey, it's raining and we've got rainbows and sunsets.
Use an Ajax.
Yeah,
Ajax gray and white.
It says it's good on scum.
I was about to say, is that bathroom cleaner? Are you literally cleaning
The
your...
skirts, well, bathroom cleaner.
It says good on scum, so I figured that was perfect for BMWs.
Yeah, sure. Alright, let's get the Z up to the garage. We do have a hydro, but it's an inline hydro that needs a bit of attention. And it has no power steering, so this is going to be painful. Wow, that's so bad. Can you hear that? That's right. That's the other reason I parked this up, because it has a driveline slap, and I think it may be the two-piece tail shaft, or it could be the center bearing. Either way, it's not nice. Yeah, we'll get some lights in here very, very soon. And we'll get more of the cars away. At least I didn't rip up the driveway here. I had a feeling that the lock diff might have had a bit of dramas, but it was fine. And the chassis came up here as well, really nicely, so didn't scrape or anything. 2 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to go. Still can't get it off. Have to use some elbow grease. Extra elbow grease.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm gonna get some grease for you.
Right, heavy suit time. It almost looks like a car again. Look, I'll give you brownie points for not having some friggin' rice crackle thing going on. The Euro equivalent S13. It has been too long since this has last been on the channel, but I still have it. You guys may know it as the RPSX Supercar or the 180SX Cyberpunk custom build, IMSA 200mm wide body, etc, etc. This has been in the works now for probably around 7 years or so. But due to life and getting kicked out of where we were living and not having enough spot for cars and all that kind of stuff, it's on a big standstill, which is what you see now. But we are finally in a position where we have a shed and a workspace and something to do about this. So I have to clean this right up, and I'll probably have to start all the way from scratch. Not sure yet. Just pulling off all the tape. Unfortunately, I've left the duct tape on there for too long, and now it's just really hard to get off, and it's leaving all this residue. But this is Ichigo. This is my original black 180SX with the louvers and the XXX LED custom tail lights that broke the internet a couple of years ago. This is the condition of it now. I haven't had anywhere safe to store it for several years, so it's had to sit under a carport. Now this is the condition that it's now in. I'm about to give it a bath since it's been pulled off the road at the end of 2019. So this had the custom front on it. It had a, well, it's still got the S14 Series 2 Koki bonnet on it. I had the SR shark bar with an East Bear lip. I had widened custom fenders that were 180SX metal guards. They were raised almost an inch higher. And then I had the Rocket Bunny V2 flares and side skirts on front and rear, as well as a 3-6 power wing on the back. And yeah, had the 300ZX or the Z32, also the Lamborghini Diablo headlights. Right, well, we are up to the bathing stage. I've got most of the tape off. I left some on the door. This is what I've been dealing with the last hour. Alright, we're going to get this off the door, and then I'm going to give this somewhat of a bath, just to get it not in the condition that it's currently in. And then we should be able to pack it up into the new shed, and I will continue building this very soon. My priority at the moment, however, is we need something to drift. Therefore, the 32 is on the #1 priority list right now. We'll get smashed back into that now that all the cars are over here and safe. I'll probably get this up into the garage so I can work on it with some light and without getting annoyed by bugs and rain and, you know, subject to weather and that kind of thing. And we'll get into smashing out the Haltech loom, getting the ECU in, and all the rest of it. Getting it ready, so hopefully we can go drifting. Hopefully. Alright, whoop, light. There we go. Alright, oh god. Alright, cool. I hope you've enjoyed today, maybe seeing some cars that you've never seen that are in our collection, and just having a bit of an adventure around with us while we're doing what we're doing. There's a lot to go. There is still so much to prep before we can up and be out of here and move straight to Japan and do what we need to do. But we're making the steps and we're doing what we need to make it happen. So thank you for sticking with us. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.